Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah,
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, this is Madden NFL 21.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. First down, Bridgewater. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Christian McCaffrey with the carry for Carolina.
John Simon in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater able to hook up with DJ Moore. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return for Bolden. It's a touchback, and out it comes to the 25-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 68 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Bolden on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Panthers 14, Patriots nothing.
A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. Getting it out left side to Sanu. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Yetur Gross-Matos. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Newton.
16-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Patriots.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have it perfect.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect A lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Brandon Bolden on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
What was that, Russ?
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Bridgewater. That escapes the sack. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater able to hook up with DJ Moore. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
30-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando. of this first half of action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
I think this is a free play for Newton. He's got Sanu. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Patriots first down.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 21, it's second and 10.
1-yard line.
To throw again. Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
For the Patriots.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go again. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing again is Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with a touchdown pass to Julian Edelman. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Sly lining up for the point after.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Sly set to boot it. Now Bolden on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the 50, Newton. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got a man, complete.
Bridgewater's
A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 32 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
21. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return for Bolden. It's a touchback, and out it comes to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Unbelievable.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Encroachment defense.
No.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Back to throw, Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing again. Newton. This is White on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
What's the deal, y'all?
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
56 and Mike, 56.
Newton throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground is Michel, and he'll find his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
56 to Mike, 56. Shot 56.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Sony Michel. And the Patriots get a score closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Waters pass.
Robbie Anderson, 46 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Newton now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton, and that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 4th down, Newton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
Are you serious?
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard
flag comes in. This might be a free play.
7.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Operating from the gun, Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a Patriots.
Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space.
Tackle made.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of